This is good. This is very, very good. I love it. I love it. I think my XP problems are gone. And welcome back to Music Free Gaming. I hope you're having a fabulous day, and I am back here in my floor, in my hardcore world, where if I die, the world ends. So let's do something really safe, like how about build a gold farm in the Nether? Yeah, that seems like a fun idea, so let's go do that. So I've been putting some resources together. I've got some glass, I've got some lava buckets, ladders, all sorts of good stuff. Some slime for hopefully safety reasons. I even have, right over here, Frostwalker boots so that I can walk on magma blocks safely. The problem I have is that I only have like almost 10 stacks of magma blocks, and I'm going to need like 40 of them. Despite what the pillagers who are apparently around me are thinking, I do not have nearly enough magma blocks. So I need to head to the Nether and get lots more. I'm sure this is going to be perfectly safe. In fact, I'll take my Frostwalker boots with me because, yeah, safety first. Now, the good news is I know where there's some magma blocks. This is where I was digging out some stuff before. Ah, Frostwalker, I love you so much. But this is not going to be enough, so I will finish cleaning out this stuff. I am definitely going to have to find some more deposits of magma blocks. Though I wonder, do magma blocks spawn lower? If I were to dig lower in the world, I know they tend to spawn around lava oceans and things, and the good news is I know where some of that stuff is, but I wonder if I could kill two birds with one stone here and get magma blocks, but also maybe find some more ancient debris. That would be really, really nice and useful, and I'm all about that. The good news is that this whole area where I dug out the magma blocks before, I'm just sort of digging around at the same level. You can see my tunnel going back that way, and I'm running into a bunch of this stuff. So as long as I don't run into lava too often, yeah, this is great. Unfortunately, because I don't have shulkers, there's all the time running back and forth once I fill up my inventory to drop this off back at my base. But that's okay. That's okay. We'll get through this. I only have another 20 stacks to go. This is going to take forever. Well, good news. I was digging down there in the Nether, and I did manage to find some netherite. So that's lovely. So I can make a single netherite ingot. Sadly, I didn't spend a huge amount of time down there, but I found some. So now the next thing I would need to do is duplicate this template, and there's an excellent guide that Mandolin put together. So template, netherrack, diamond. Cool. So I can dupe that template. So the next thing I need to do is come over here, I think, to a workbench. I think that's right. And then and then I got to figure out how to actually do this upgrade, because that's a thing that needs to happen. Oh, probably put the ingot in there. Yes. So now I could upgrade my Silk Touch pickaxe to netherite. Oh, that is awesome. And then I'll put that one back. Oh, that's ridiculously expensive, but at least it's still doable, I guess. So this is the start of my gold farm, or at least where the central pillar of it is going to be. And I put a little slime down here because ladders and I have a dark history. So if I fall off the ladder, at least I've got something soft to land on. Hopefully that'll keep me safe while I deal with this here in hardcore. So the next step is to take this all the way up to world height, and then we'll start doing some fun stuff up there. So I'm down here. This is where the piglins are going to drop. They're going to land on each of these trap doors. Obviously, I've got collection systems and stuff to build, but the idea is I need to get some stone brick walls, right, and some stone, and basically the walls are going to come up this way, and the stone's going to come up this way, and I'm going to come all the way up here to the top and build this drop shaft. Now up here I've got the bait, so I've got a turtle egg up there that will draw in zombie piglins, and I have this iron golem up here, and his job, one, is to hit the golems or hit the zombie piglins, but also to aggro them. So what should happen is he'll hit the zombie piglins, they'll all aggro on the golem, and they'll come running in faster. But on top of that, if he hits them and then they fall to their death while they're aggro, that counts as a player kill. And why is that important? It's important because of reasons. No, it's important because then they drop XP, which is, again, part of the point behind this exercise is to get XP. So I'm just cleaning out a few more blocks, and then we need to go talk about a mistake that I made, because it should surprise exactly no one that I managed to screw up this farm the first time. So while I was building this, I managed to drop a zombie piglin down the drop shaft. And if you see the mini HUD up there in the corner, he still has 4 hit points left. And yes, he is still alive. That means I didn't drop him far enough because I wasn't counting properly. So what I need to do is down here somewhere, probably even lower than this, probably down, oh, maybe even another like 10 blocks. I need to build down and actually build the killing chamber, the collection chamber and stuff down there. So guess it's time to fix this mistake. Fortunately, this should be fairly easy. Now that the drop pillars here are done, the next thing to do is start setting up the collection system. So I've got some hoppers going this way, and the idea is that I'll get some, chests in, probably actually like here. I should stop crouching. I've been crouching so much to keep from falling off this thing. It's been a little bit crazy. So we'll set up some chests coming in down here, and then what I'll do off the back of these, I'll set up an impulse sorter. Nice, simple, plain, nothing too crazy. And we'll, now let's get this in place. And the sorting system is all in place. The last thing I've got here on the end are these cauldrons. Right now, you see I've picked up a bunch of rotten flesh. The idea is anything that I don't want to collect, namely anything that's not a gold nugget, gets dropped into this cauldron, right? So I can drop this rotten flesh in, and it gets dropped right into the cauldron and cooked, and it's no longer a problem for anybody. Now, I could have saved the swords, right, and smelted them, but honestly, that's just more trouble than it's worth. I'd have to set up like a bamboo farm or something to fuel the furnaces up here. I'm just not going to do that. But on the plus side, everything up here is just about set. Now, I do have one other thing that I would like to do, and I honestly am not entirely sure how I want to do it. But I think what I might do is have a chest or something here that I could fill that would drop, like I could fill it with gold ingots, and it would just drop them right down into the happiness down below where I could set up a gold farm. So I think what I'm going to do is hopefully maybe set up a dropper. I'd like to put it right there in the floor, but I'll see if I can make this work. But the idea is, let's see if I do this right. But the cobweb will go here. The reason you need the cobweb is that when items get launched out of a dropper, they sort of end up going in a weird direction. Okay? They don't necessarily end up going straight down. So you have to be a little bit careful and use a cobweb. Things will get caught in the cobweb and then they drop straight down. So that is awesome. So let's see if I can get this dropper in place and then we'll go from there. Now, before I do the spawning platform up top, I want to build the bartering farm that's going to be part of this. So I've got laid out where the chests are going to go. This will be a sorted farm. I don't know if I'm going to sort the potions and books and stuff, but there's going to be lots of storage down there. But up here, this is where the piglins are going to be. All right, they're going to set up in 2 chambers up here. Let me go up into free cam here, where they will get sort of locked in. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to adapt a little bit of a thing from ENXL4 in his bartering farm. I'm going to build out a netherrack platform up here that the piglins can spawn on. And, of course, zombie piglins will too. I've got to deal with them. But the idea is the piglins will hopefully run or meander their way over here where I'll dump pumpkins on their head from this dispenser, and they'll drop through this trap door and into the farm. Well, the good news is I got pigmen into a box. The bad news is I managed to screw it up, and a bunch of them are sort of stuck in this hole. For now, I think I'm going to leave them there, but it may come time to whip out the axe and take them out. But for now, I guess we're sort of okay. So yeah, sure. All right, so time to build up the hollow stuff here. And then we'll actually build out the spawning platform and start getting some gold. And now I'm at the top of my gold farm and progress has been going well, but now it's time to actually get the spawning platform in place. And it's high enough up. Feather falling is not going to save me. So heights and I don't get along. So we'll see how this goes. So the gold farm seems to be working. Obviously the XP is working. I'm now up at level 57, which is insane. I've got a number of gold ingots here, and what I want to do, if I drop some of these ingots in here, heck, let's just drop them all. Why not? got a clock here that's going to spit them all out and drop them all down to the bottom. So what I want to do is head down there to the bartering farm and make sure the pigs down there are picking them up. Oh yeah, it looks to be working. They've definitely been bartering. You can see some of the items there. Yeah, there they go. And they all get dropped. See, they're standing on soul sand, which the hoppers can pull stuff through, right? And now I just need to be sure that all of my filters here are getting set correctly. Yeah, so I think with the platform now complete, yeah, we've got all of the zombie piglins spawning in, and this seems to be running pretty well. Those poor chickens, though, man, gotta watch out for those chickens. But this is good. This is very, very good. I love it. I love it. I think my XP problems are gone. And that is going to do it for the video today. This has been great. I think I'm going to sit here and suck up some XP and just get a little gold and stuff. This is going to be great. And you know what's also great? Smashing that like button, subscribing if you haven't, you know, all that good stuff. And until next time, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.